gods.
There's a lot.
Multiple.
I know.
You hate all of them.
There's a lot. I don't hate any of them. I don't know if there's any of them. That's the thing.
What do you think is out there?
I don't know. That's my whole thing.
Welcome everybody to Drunk with Honer. It's been a while, but you know what? I'm here, aren't I? So I'm here with my buddy, Matt Snyder.
Howdy.
He was on a show recently, and we don't have a new episode this week. So, of course, here I am filling in. And this is just going to be a shit show. Usually it is. That's what Drunk with Honer is all about.
I'm down.
Get shit-faced with my friends and just talk about things that come off the top. Like my semen.
Comes off the top?
Of my
Of the
dick.
dick? I got that part, but...
It didn't sound like you got my part. So, all right. I know the show's different than Drunk with Buds. Not the typical show. So, for those of you that don't know, and this is your first time listening to a Drunk with Honer, I just try a beer. It's not necessarily new to me or anything. We just have a beer with us and we just chat. But today we actually do have a new beer with us. And it's from Indy. It's Two Tom's Brewing Company. It is a Serial Killer Series Jacks, which is basically Apple Jacks cereal in a can. Its style guide says milkshake IPA blended with apples, apple puree, cinnamon, vanilla, marshmallow, and Applejack cereal. And of course, this is the one that I saw online on their Instagram, and I said, I need that. So we already had the Fruit Flakes earlier, or as they say, Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
But they can't say that legally. But we're gonna go ahead and try out this Apple Jacks before we get started. Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't know, man. I was expecting something different.
Yeah, it's just not good.
But after we tried the other Fruit Flakes, I had a feeling the hoppiness was gonna take over.
Yeah.
This one is no different. This one tastes very bad. It tastes like an horchata, but without the milkiness. It just tastes like cinnamon water.
I was expecting more apple, because Apple Jacks.
Yeah, all it is,
but-
all it did for that was just add cinnamon.
Yeah.
But I guess they actually did put the Applejack cereal in it, so apparently it's supposed to be in there, unless the cereal doesn't have actual apples.
That's a possibility.
You know what I mean?
Like, it's probably imitation.
Yeah, it's an imitation, so it's like you guys probably should have put at least some type of apple in it.
Yeah, at least.
But anyway, so we're going to move on from that. So we didn't talk about this on the actual show, how long we've known each other. This guy has been grooming me since day one.
Yikes!
Don't say it like that.
He's still trying.
That's kind of weird. Yep. I know you since you were in diapers. No, not that far.
So he's been grooming me since I was in diapers. I was like, gaga. And he put in a, instead of a binky, he put in a ding winky.
Yep. Some of his personality is probably from our torture of him when he was younger.
That's why I'm so fucked up.
It probably is.
And so we usually do get a little psychological on here. And so I need therapy. They fucked me up so bad from my childhood that
Shut the fuck up.
I decided that I should just talk about my feelings on a podcast.
Wow. You want me to get the couch out?
Yeah. Could you?
I could. I could bring it in here.
You probably would bring it in here just to fuck me.
It's crossed my mind.
I told you guys. Yeah, see, you're like, oh, don't say it like that. But he's my fucking groomer. We'll get away from that. We've been friends for a while.
A long time.
A long time.
Backyard wrestling and everything.
And I've always hung out with the older dudes, which is weird. Because I feel like usually I never really hung out with people my age because I didn't really care for them as much. They were cool and all, but after they started doing drugs and drinking and stuff like that, I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'll just, no shame in that, I guess. That's what happens. But I kind of moved on from them because I was more straight edge back then. And then so I would just hang out with my brother. Yeah. And then you guys started drinking. I mean, I'm sure you were drinking before that. But then Brian started drinking.
Yep.
And then I started drinking.
Yeah.
So then we all started drinking together. So then I started drinking. I was like, man, I should have drank with all my friends back in high school. God damn, I missed out on that.
Plus, I had a car, so that's another reason.
Oh, yeah, we all. Yeah, we all used you.
Yeah, went to Hooters. And
Oh yeah, and we used to
Yeah.
do
backyard wrestling.
well, no, I was gonna say Payback Boys.
Oh,
You
yeah,
you were
yep.
one of the
Original.
Yeah, he was
The
one of the
OGs.
originals. So when you guys hear me rapping and stuff, that's because that was based off a YouTube video that we have on YouTube. It's called Payback Boys, and it's under Uncrowned King 23. My brother's old production company name. Yeah, Matt used to be one of the original singers. We used to have a Bob Barker mic and just randomly sing shit into it. And then we just randomly became Payback Boys. And then he was also the bodyguard, or as he says, Bardyguard.
Bodyguard.
You could definitely not tell that it was him. But yeah, so we've been through a lot together. He's a pretty cool dude, pretty cool cat. That's all I gotta say about him.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, so also we talked about this last time, but off air. We were talking about the energy that we have.
What kind of energy?
Like the energy that
Like sexual?
No.
No.
The energy that like positive energy that people find themselves attracting themselves to us.
True.
You remember that?
Yeah.
How you said people confided us and then we just
They feel like they can just tell us anything.
yeah, or they just latch onto us. Like there's times where I'll just sit somewhere and then some of my friends or coworkers will just come sit by me and stuff. You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. People want to talk to you more. And I feel like when I'm high, it enhances a little bit more because it either is because of the paranoia that I'm like, dude, people are just going to start talking to me even though I'm trying to chill and don't want to.
One of those
and
things.
Then, and then all of a sudden they just start talking to me and I like to talk anyway. So, whatever. But I just feel like it doubles when you're under the influence of some type. And then it must be a natural thing that just gets fucking enhanced when you're under the influence, I suppose.
I don't get high much, but yeah, I can see that when I'm drinking and everything. I'm goofier.
A little bit friendlier and then just a little bit more like relax. And
just when I'm sober, I'm a good listener because I don't talk much. So,
are you an empath?
A little bit, yes.
Everybody is.
Yeah.
Everybody is, dude.
It's got to be. Everyone's a narcissist too, so.
I'm not. Or am I?
I don't think I am either. But
that's something a narcissist would say.
It is, exactly.
I don't think I am.
But a lot of times with people in a bad relationship or whatever, they throw that out there a lot. They throw that word around a lot.
This beer is getting way better after I drink it more.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't want it.
I know you don't, but I'm just saying. Like, I'm starting to actually taste a little bit more of Apple Jacks crunched in there. Like, yeah, anyway. So what do you got? What do you got for me?
Well, you've heard of the Notre Dame Cathedral, right?
No, actually.
Whatever. In Paris, caught fire in 2019.
Oh, right.
Well, during a back in April, they did a survey on it to see the damages and all that stuff, and they found a bunch of stuff below the floors. They found ancient tombs and statues and all kinds of art and everything below the floors of it.
Did they find hidden bodies of children?
No.
Or sex trafficked children?
They found a sarcophagus that had a crack in it, and they put a camera in there to see what was in it. They found, fabric and hair follicles and shit, and they found those old things they used to put leaves on, put around your head like kind of like a leaf crown of some sort. Yeah. Well, they found that as well. Well preserved, which was weird, but it dated back to the 14th century. So all that was below the cathedral. And they found statues that date back to the 12th and 13th century below there as well. Some even had paint still on it. So it was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, just random stuff that was laid under there before they laid the floor down that no one knew about.
So, like, people were just doing, like, church, oh my God, what are they called?
Like mass?
Yeah. So people were doing, like, mass and everything, and nobody knew that there was tunnels and shit down there.
No one knew.
When did they cover that up?
The 18th century is when they laid the floor down.
And then, obviously, they had to know.
They had to. You would think. I mean, unless the floor caved in, kind of opened it up. So I don't know. Like the foundation was laid before that, so they had to know.
The people that laid the foundation.
Yeah,
but the people that built the cathedral
They had to know. I mean, because they think that the person that was in the sarcophagus, they think it was a church dignity or whatever. Dignitary, sorry. So they think that he was very popular in the church and very well known and maybe a high priest of some sort.
I feel like this probably wasn't public knowledge, but this is probably what like they knew.
Yeah.
Notre Dame people. And then that's why all these rich people started paying donations towards it because they're like, it needs to be kept sacred. And it's like,
yeah, something like that.
So maybe they knew about the tombs.
I feel, from watching movies that if
National Treasure.
Yeah, well, no, like The Mummy. If you see an ancient tomb of some sort, you should probably just leave it alone. I mean, stop digging into the sarcophagus. What if you, it's a evil ancient, thing that was put underneath the cathedral. Cathedral's built on top of it.
So then it can just be like, stay dead.
Stay dead, yeah. I'm just saying, probably should just leave it alone.
That's kind of like in Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider's way out.
You see the new one? Not the Angelina Jolie wetsuit one.
The new one?
The new one.
No, I didn't see it.
So that one, it's based off the video games more so the reboot ones, whatever. And so that one, they go down into a tomb and there's a tomb, obviously, or a fucking sarcophagus. And the guy unleashes it and then unleashes a whole ass plague.
Mm.
And then so then they have to get the fuck out of there. And then and then the place is just crumbling down anyway. So obviously it hides itself back up again.
Yeah.
But they opened up an old ass disease that was in there because that's what killed the guy that was inside the tomb. And they buried him to hide the disease so it never spread.
So that's maybe why they should leave this shit alone.
Because you never know if there's going to be a disease in there.
Yeah, or something, yeah. It's going to be like a evil demon. So just eat your souls.
Do you think there are actual demons that roam the earth?
I don't know. I mean, there is evidence that suggests it, but then there's also evidence that doesn't. So, because, people could be psychologically damaged, and just be crazy. But then some of the stuff that I've heard and, it's kind of weird, I guess.
Possessions have always fucking freaked me out.
Exactly.
That's the type of shit I don't even want any kind of juju in this house.
Yeah.
Like, Ouija board? No. You can take that somewhere else. You can go to like a fucking Central Park and go do your little thing there. You're not doing it here. Or like, I can't even watch like possession movies.
Really?
Like, they just tweak me out, man. They just take me to like another mindset where I'm like, I just feel like it's negative energy.
Gotcha.
Back to energy.
You're back to that.
I just feel like it's negative energy and I don't want to fill myself with that.
It's all about energy.
And it's not like, I'm not like a spiritual dude to like that heighten, but I just feel like I've had incidents where I've watched something and I've had something happen after that to where I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Any type of thing that has possession in it is probably going to welcome that into my house. And it's not even like a fucking religious or anything thing. I just have had experiences with that to where I'm like, no, I'm good. I can kind of watch them sometimes. Depends on how dark the possessions are. You know what I mean? I've seen the Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It or whatever. That one wasn't too bad. But at the end, it does a real possession audio tape. Skipped it. I am not doing that.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, nope. And I guess they do that for every Conjuring movie. They do the possession thing at the end, the actual tape. Not for me. That shit just gives me bad vibes, man.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
It's not. And then Morgan's over here like, oh yeah, I can watch that all the time. I love it. Because she's fucking possessed.
Probably.
To be with me.
That makes sense.
Exactly. But yeah, I don't fuck with demons. I don't fuck with ghosts. One time I was watching The Exorcist, dude. Like, not the movie, but the show. They came out with one.
Yeah.
Literally watching it. I had my headphones in. My little earbuds connected to the TV. And I was just sitting there in the dark watching it. Not even 10 minutes, 15 minutes, dude. Something falls off my nightstand right next to me. I was like, changed it to a comedy. I was like, fuck this. Because I was like, there ain't no way. I don't even know why I thought it was a good idea to watch The Exorcist that night. At around like 1 a.m. Stupid.
See, none of that stuff gets me at all. So,
do you watch it though?
I have, but I don't like, it's not go to. I'm not really, I don't really like the horror genre.
Oh,
Just because I have a different mentality about it, can't really get into it. Except for the ones that like are based on a true story or have a twist to it. Those are pretty cool.
you don't like the slasher ones or anything?
No.
Those are my favorite ones.
Are they?
Yeah.
Because they're so fake?
Because they're not scary or possessed.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like,
The bad guy, what's going to happen.
It's for the kills. It's for the thrills. It's just a fun time. It's a
Gotcha.
fun movie. You know what I mean? Even though it's just him killing people, that's the whole reason I like to watch it though. Cause it's just cool to see brutal kills. That's why I like the Saw series. You know what I mean? Like I like to see different styles of kills in movies. I think it's badass.
I think I've seen one of the Saw movies.
Probably the first one.
I don't know. Probably not.
Biggest
actually.
twist in the world
Probably like the
was
third
that
one.
ending. Everybody out there knows what I'm talking about.
I don't.
Well, I'm not going to ruin it for anyone else that is listening at all. So this reminds me. Do you think that time is man-made?
Yes, time is man-made. I mean, it's man that decided, like, the days aren't, but the way that we judge time is, like the calendars and the, just time itself.
Side thought. How do they even know that what today is today?
Technically don't.
Like, what if today
I mean,
is
it was all
actually,
recorded and everything.
right? But like, what if today is actually not what day it is supposed to be? Like a Sunday, it's actually like I feel like there is no days. Like actual like names of days are obviously made up.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's just one long day. Does that make sense?
I got you.
Like time is just one long day. There's no actual like, yeah, we have sun and moon, night and day to technically tell us that it is the
Exactly.
daytime.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But does that necessarily actually mean it's the day, or is that just the cycle of what's up there?
That's what's man-made about it. It's what
It's like,
we
hey,
made.
this is go to sleep here.
That say that, okay, this is a day. That's what we made. Yes, like, sun goes up, sun goes down. It's technically a day for us, but that's what we decided that was a day.
Yeah, because they say in other planets that there are longer days.
Yeah.
The sun stay out longer, so it's like days are actually like 50 hours or whatever.
Well, shoot, like even like in a.
But then hold on,
North
sorry.
Pole. Go ahead.
Sorry to fuck up your thought, but so then that right there is like, okay, so I have 50 hours for this one day. So I can't use my 24 hours on that, because then that'd basically be about 2 days for one day and on another planet. But when do I go to bed? It's sun out the whole time, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, oh, hey, yeah, it's been a day for me, but it's like, nah, you're still in a day, bro. Your day does not exist here. So I could see that being I don't know where I'm going with it, but that just tripped me out.
Well, you just go to bed whenever you're tired.
I know, but it just tripped me out, because now I'm like, your day is not the day, bro. You go to sleep, but the sun's out. So then you have to wait 50 hours to go to sleep for the sun, for the, you know what I mean? The moon, like technically the night, I guess. After 50 hours, you have to wait for the moon nighttime to come out. And even then what if it's not 8 hours? What if it's like, fuck.
Well, like the North Pole and like Alaska area. So
Yeah.
Like for
They
like
have-
3 months.
Yeah, they have
Like
day.
daylight with like 3 months.
They also have like, I mean, obviously you can have blinds.
Yeah.
Like block out the sun
Blackouts,
and
yeah.
shit.
So they go
Man,
by
they gotta be
that.
fucked up.
Yeah, so they go by the actual, day, the time and everything of what it is.
I just feel like that would be really hard, because like, what if you slept and then all of a sudden you wake up and it's nighttime, and then you're trying to go to sleep and then it's nighttime again?
Have you ever worked thirds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like
I'm talking about on a different planet though,
Yeah.
because then you're going to be like, oh, 50 hours a day. Okay, cool. But then the nighttime is like what, 10 hours? We'll say 10 hours.
Yeah.
So then you actually go to sleep during the day, wake up in the night, and then end up sleeping somewhat during the night, wake up during the day.
Yeah, like if there's jobs, sometimes you go.
There ain't gonna be no jobs in the fucking another planet.
If there's well, there's gonna have to be some kind of jobs. You need food and shit. But if jobs, some days that you work, it's gonna be light out. Some days you work, it's gonna be dark out. Right?
Yeah.
That'd be messed up.
I guess I'm just really tripping on that 50-hour day, even though that's not even a thing. I think I just made it a thing in my head right now, and it's tripping me out.
I can see that.
Where I'm just like, wow, 50 hours, bro. I don't even think I could. That'd be 2 days in a one fucking day. Oh my God. But yeah, so if you could visit any time period, which and why?
Any time period? Wow. I don't know. Like just in the past? Or can I go to the future?
The future is the next part
Okay, so
for my question.
time period of the past. I don't know. I think the Revolutionary War would have been exciting. I think
To fight?
Yeah. I don't know, just starting a new country. That would have been pretty cool during those times. I think that would have been awesome. I mean,
To start a new country?
yeah, why not? I mean, you have a blank slate. They can do, what needs to be done.
You know what?
I would have done a little different.
For the sake of this conversation, I think I would go to the time period where that tomb was a thing and find out what was actually going on and why they covered it up.
Yeah.
I would like to see that. Just for the sake of conversation, I think I would like to see that. There's obviously other times, but I'll be asked this again some other time.
Yeah.
But for right now, what are you guys hiding over there? Notre Dame Cathedral, rich elite. What's going on over there?
Why'd you build it on a burial ground? Evidently?
Why would you do that?
Why?
And obviously that's not a very smart idea when there's actual stuff going on beneath you. So it's obviously hollow and there's lots of space down there. So you ain't gonna last there forever because you're eventually gonna fucking collapse on top of that empty space beneath you. Just like a house with a basement.
Who?
Exactly. All this time, man, shit goes crumbling. And no matter the era, know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Well, good, because I don't.
Yeah.
So, do you think time travel is already a thing?
I don't know. That's hard to say. I mean, you've seen those creepy pictures and everything.
Well, there was actually a new video that popped up on TikTok, of course. But this guy was watching like Spanish news. I don't know exactly I don't know what it was, what news, whatever. But he was watching it. This girl was interviewing. And then all of a sudden, this guy randomly appeared. Like literally, bloop, and walked out from behind him.
Yeah, but that could have been edited too.
But he literally was showing you that he was watching from live TV and his TV just went backwards. So explain that.
I need to check that out.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you're going to edit that, you would have had to edit it live for people to see, or it actually happened. And it's a lot of people like you just saying that right there.
Yeah.
Is, that can be edited. And I feel like that's how everybody is. That's how I am.
Yeah. Because you never know.
You don't know anymore.
You just don't.
You literally don't know anymore.
Exactly.
I mean, they can
technology and everything.
Yeah, they can put your face on someone else's face and make you talk.
Yeah.
And I've seen videos where people have done it with Joe Biden, and people think they're doing it during his presidency because he's actually not well and all that. So they think that they're using the face technology for his whenever he has to talk.
Gotcha.
There's some times where they're just like, what? Whatever. But yeah.
Very interesting.
So I don't know. I feel like time travel, obviously for us, maybe not a thing, but that doesn't necessarily mean it can stop. That has to stop someone from the future from time traveling back here, which I don't know why you would come back here.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some shit going on in the future that's like, damn, I don't want to
change this.
Yeah, I don't want to stay here.
Maybe it's like vacation in the future. You go back to any time period. But why would they come back to this time period? I don't get it.
Honestly, yeah, that was a good thought for a little bit.
Yeah.
Until you said they came back here for no reason. But would you ever cryogenically freeze yourself to see the future? Like, let's say your age right now, and Your girls are not a part of it. I'm just saying, like, this is just a you thing right now. Obviously.
If I didn't have my girls.
Right. You didn't have your girls. And you want to freeze yourself and see the future. Let's say you're like, man, life's not going the way I planned right now. And someone offered you, hey, I will freeze you right now. And I will let you out. I don't know when they would let you out, but they'll let you out in the future. Would you say yes?
Yes, I would.
So you would want to see the future.
Yeah.
Just because.
Just because.
And it's going to be obviously past your expiration date.
Yeah.
So this is when we're all dead.
Yeah.
Everybody you knew is dead. You're going to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
Meet new people, but you have the energy of you, People are going to come to you. So obviously you'll be okay. So you think you would. I wonder I wonder what it would be like.
Me too.
It could be nuclear fallout. It could be robot taking over. It could be a beautiful utopia. It could be...
Could just be like today.
Yeah. Like literally nothing happened. Just another world war and then we just moved on from it like nothing.
Yep. But could be. Could be anything. I mean, people, 50 years ago thought we would be having flying cars by now and shit.
We have hover bikes.
Yeah.
Jetpacks.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have that.
Nope.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. I am going to not dump this out. Hold up. Wait. Gonna arrest your ass. Gonna take you to the fucking bath because you dirty. Gonna wash that ass.
So dirty.
Gonna wash that ass. Gonna watch you take a bath. Gonna love you, wash you with that soap because you are so fucking dirty.
Perverted.
So fucking dirty. Damn. How'd you get so dirty? Let's get you clean right now. Let's get it. I'm Mr. Clean, but I got a lot of hair and you're not with it. But I'm gonna get quick with it when the motherfucker ain't gonna get split it. Gonna do anything that I can. Yeah, man, nothing makes sense anymore. But I'm saying it no matter what. Gonna cash in to this bath, man. Gonna take a video of you. Free beats, no copyright. Hustler, free type beat 2022, trap beat, instrumental, Don Boy, beats provider on YouTube. Welcome back, everybody, to Drunk with Honer. It's pretty trippy ass episode so far. My mind is melted a little bit. Time travel talk, space talk, time talk. Usually fucks me up.
Demon talk.
Demons for sure.
Yes.
Hate them.
I bet you do.
I battle with them all the time.
I fuck him. So
Oh, he fucks his demons.
That's where we're different.
That's true.
Yeah.
You like to fuck demons? I like
do.
to fuck women.
They're wild.
They're wild. Wild ass demons. All right. So right now I am just drinking a Miller General Draft.
I'm drinking a Coors Light.
He's drinking a Coors Light. That's usually my style. I was going to steal one, but I was like, you know what? I kind of want to drink a MGD.
Piss water to you guys.
I like piss water.
Me too.
Go piss in my toilet. I'll drink it.
I already did.
All right. So, dude, I got to ask.
Mm-hmm.
So, why do you hate God?
I don't hate God. I'm agnostic, okay? Which means I'm not really sure if there is one or not. Like, there's not enough proof that there is, but then there's not enough proof that there isn't. All right, so it's not a hate of God. I mean, there are over 10,000 different gods in the world. So when you say you hate God, you got to be more specific, okay?
You hate gods.
God, I mean, which one?
I say gods.
There's a lot.
Multiple.
I know.
You hate all of them.
There's a lot. I don't hate any of them. I don't know if there's any of them. That's the thing.
What do you think is out there?
I don't know. That's my whole thing.
You don't
I don't
even
know, and I don't try to wrap my head around what could be out there.
If you had to pinpoint on something,
like even hell, I don't even believe in hell really.
Well, we are in hell.
How do you get someone to obey you? You give them something to be fearful of, right? So
you control people over our power.
Get them to do what you want them to
give
do
them fear
by making them fearful of it, right?
Yeah.
That's hell. People they want people to do what they want them to do in order to go to heaven so that they don't go to hell. So they give them fear about that. And that's logical.
So
that is.
So in the spiritual realm, people say that Earth, we were sent to Earth to learn how to venture off into the higher levels. Like this is 3D. There's higher levels of dimensions and
Okay.
it's spirit dimensions. What are your thoughts on that?
That sounds a little far fetched, is what that sounds.
Just like heaven and hell to you.
Exactly.
So
Just
until you see it
exactly.
is when you will start believing in something.
And here's the thing: is I'm a good person. I do good things. I help people out. You know, I buy my P's and Q's and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Pussy and queefs.
That's what I do. But I just believe that if there is a heaven, you know, because like I said, I don't know. If there is, I believe that you don't really have to, you know, be a part of something like that to go to it.
So you're saying like you don't need to be a part of a religion or go to church all the time?
Exactly.
Because I've heard that just the book basically is saying be a good person.
Well, see, yeah. The book is a good. The Bible is kind of mixed match for me. There's the parts of it like if you deny Him, deny Jesus as Lord and Savior,
Then
you
you're going
go
to
to
hell.
hell. Yeah, but then there's other parts that it's just a good roadmap to how you should live your life. I've seen people change their lives through religion. Went from drugs and alcohol to believe in religion, and changing their lives, and that's amazing.
Yeah, I've seen that also.
Exactly. So I don't think religion's a bad thing. For me, I just don't know. It's just a I don't know thing.
So do you believe in karma and stuff like that?
No.
I was going to say, because I feel like it might be more of that. Not necessarily more of that, but I feel like when people think, let's say, God wants me to live like this, and then they start getting good stuff to them. I mean, it could be signs of God giving you his divine power and making your life better. Could be, but it also could be good karma.
Like a good energy of some sort.
Yeah. Like I said, energy.
Because when you're thinking negative about stuff a lot, then a lot of bad stuff happen to you. I mean, just even thinking negative about stuff, then you feel like, okay, this is happening again. Could that happen just because you're thinking negative thoughts about something?
See, I don't think I've thought negative thoughts enough to let negative things happen to me. I think I've always tried to be positive, and so that doesn't necessarily mean everything positive is going to happen to me.
Exactly.
I've had bad stuff still happen to me, even if I'm positive, and I try to be positive through that bad thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, and then I've seen pretty shitty ass people, have good stuff happen to them. And it's just like, I know this person did this. Why are they getting this?
So then you can just branch off and be like, that's luck.
Yeah.
That's luck.
You
dude.
could, or because they in their mind thinking, I didn't do anything bad. I was positive about the whole situation. So maybe that's where it comes in, the energy of positivity.
Their own energy.
Yes.
Not how you see them.
Exactly.
Like, oh, this person's shit. But they think themselves as a really good person.
Exactly.
Like how you are thinking of yourself as a good person.
I am a good person, though. Ask anybody. There's a couple of people I don't want you to ask, but I guess it depends who you talk to.
Right. But I think I've talked about this already, but I'm basically just going to say, I think it's mostly just energy. I said this earlier, and I think I'm not very spiritual either. I'm just saying that's my thought. I think this God that everybody's talking about, or a God that they all believe in, is just an energy. It's just an energy above us.
Yeah.
And it's just, when you die, your energy gets put back into the earth, gets put back into the universe. And I just think it's mostly an ongoing cycle of energy just being like, let's say a factory, just that's all it is. The veins of the universe is energy.
Well, Nikolai Tesla, proved that there's energy all around us. And with his Tesla coil has shown that he can gather the energy from the air and make electricity with it. So he's proven that there's energy all around us. So that's what it could be. It could just be souls.
Exactly. He was gathering souls.
He was gathering souls
to create electricity.
to give everyone free electricity.
He's a necromancer.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a necro something.
Whoa. Oh, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, I know. Did he?
Did he used to?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Matt was basically just saying that he's a necrophiliac, so he used to fuck corpses. But I don't know about that either. Someone's gonna have to fact check that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm not
I don't
fact
think
checking that. I don't want to see that come up on my Google.
I don't think that's true. Okay.
I don't want that negative energy.
I wasn't there. I don't know.
It was probably in the tomb of Notre Dame.
Probably.
But
That's probably why they're buried under there.
So you basically think we live in a godless society.
Again, I don't know. that's an agnostic. Is you look at this world and you see beautiful things everywhere, you know, and you think, okay, there's got to be something or someone that created this. You see it, but then again, you know, why would God help out Susie to beat cancer? But then there's tons of starving children in this world
and there's kids that die of cancer as well.
Yeah, and there's tons of starving children in this world that definitely need help, but not being helped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because then they're all like, "Oh, well, it's God's plan."
Exactly. God's plan is to kill children. That doesn't make sense.
That don't make any sense.
To kill children that way. Okay, now if you, I don't know. I don't know. Why I keep saying kill children. I love children.
You what?
That sounded bad too. Well, I have 2 little girls of my own. They're awesome. Winter and Aretta. I love you, babies.
They're not gonna listen.
They're not, but just in case I'm listening to it, whether they're or they hear this, and they'll be like, "Oh, daddy." But anywho, you know, they say if a child dies young, you know, God wanted that child. You know, that child belongs with Him.
But what did He want them for?
But why make all these others suffer? You know, if that's His plan for them to die young, of starvation or, you know, disease, why make them suffer for it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did that child do to suffer that? But yet, Susie, you know, it's scot-free now. Even though she robbed a bank and...
So I think there's some things where, I mean, obviously, I think people use the God card a lot.
Yeah.
Where it's like, man, you might have just got lucky, man. It might have just happened that way.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of believe, I know I keep saying I'm not spiritual, but I kind of believe in manifesting things. I don't usually manifest it. I guess when you say stuff out loud, you're kind of throwing the energy out into the other energy atmosphere. And then it just becomes, it kind of goes more your way. I guess you kind of speak it. It happens for you. Not everything. I'm not going to say like, oh man, I'm going to become a millionaire. You know, that's not like every time I say it, I'm going to become a fucking millionaire. But I think there are some things, little things probably, that's just like, man, you hope good vibes, good energy. And I think that's mostly what you get when you ask people for like prayers and shit like that. You're just getting good energy from them. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean to make it sound like I bash you got like anybody praying or anything like that. I just feel like that's how I view it, is like, you're just giving the good energy. You're praying, but I feel like you're giving good energy, whether it's from your God, which I think is just energy. So you're grabbing energy from around us and trying to give it to someone else, trying to make its way over to whatever someone's problem was.
Yeah, I definitely, you know, if you believe in God or any God of any sort, you know, I believe that's cool. You know, it is what it is. And I'm not going to bash you for it at all. You know, believe what you want to believe. I'm just, you know, this is what I believe, you know?
I mean, that's the beauty of life, is that we all have our opinions, differing or not. And you guys can believe in that. I don't necessarily have to fully believe in it. I think I'm mostly like you also, where it's like, there might be something, but I feel like for me to kind of get a picture of who's up there or what's up there or whoever, whatever, I just think it's just energy. And I think that's just easier for me to kind of wrap my head around, is that there's not an actual person up there. It's an energy. And if it is an actual person, then we're inside a simulation, because they're controlling the fucking game.
Go into that one.
Because there ain't no way there's because I mean, like, if you're, I was going to say, well, if there's like, now I'm thinking of it, of course, I'm fucking tripping myself out. But if you start thinking about a God, you're actually thinking like an actual person, right? Or what? Like, or a being, or
Holy
what?
Ghost.
Holy Ghost.
So spirit.
So spirit energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So they also think he's energy.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Okay. But they,
not like an actual human being.
right. What if,
He created humans. You know,
right.
what the whole
right.
thing is.
After, made after Adam, right?
Adam, yep, Adam.
I know my stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't know a lot.
Adam and Eve. He
I don't
was made
know.
from Adam's rib.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
But also, when I was saying earlier about a godless society, I was thinking that I can see that, considering that sex sells everything around us now. You got everybody doing OnlyFans. Everybody's literally selling pics of their booty holes. Everybody.
Me too.
You go on the Facebook and all of a sudden some of your friends will be like, I'm going to start an OnlyFans. Even with some of my dude friends. I'm like, what is happening? Y'all are...
But if they want to, then make a little extra money if they can do it.
Yeah, I honestly don't care either.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, it's so much different now than it used to be. Like, sex has become the new normal. Obviously, it is normal. I'm not saying it isn't ever, but it's just become less. It's taboo. The word.
It's could become more taboo.
It's become more.
Yeah, if something is taboo, it's something that is, normal.
Well, whatever. It's more accepted.
Right?
I mean, people are understanding that we all have sex, basically. Yeah. And people are now being like, well,
I don't.
they're going to be like, yeah, I can make some money off this, my body parts and shit like that, and still live comfy, because more so the economy is shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like get your bag, do your shit, sell feet pics, tit pics, ass pics, butt crack pics, elbow pics, neck pics, teeth pics, nose pics, any pics.
You do you, boo boo.
Whatever the fuck you want to do it. I don't care. But it's just crazy. Like, it reminds me of Paranorman. You ever seen that movie?
No.
Well, the people raise up like zombies and stuff. They raise up from like the 50s. They're like, all these type of zombies. Yeah. But then they walk past the TV and it's like rap music and girls dressed up, kind of not, normal for them. And then they want to go back to the graves.
Oh, so it's like a comedy?
Because it's like, oh shit, it's an animated movie.
Oh, okay.
But they're just like, what the fuck's going on? Like, this is it. This is the devil. You know what I mean? Like, it's not normal for them. But for us, it's like, nah, man, that's normal. I mean, you bring someone back from the dead from the 50s, they're going to be like, what the fuck's going on here now? So that's kind of why I would say godless society, because it's more sinful, because obviously that kind of stuff is viewed as a sin.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I would say godless society, if at all. But
well, I believe that all of us should just work together, in peace. That's so cliche, but that's what I believe we should just do. Instead of believing, he doesn't believe in God, so I can't hang out with him. Well, God won't grant me, gifts to.
I know people that are like, if they have a different view than me, I don't want to talk to them.
Exactly.
It's like, really? You serious?
It's like, why can't we all just, get along,
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense.
Imagine, 7 billion people putting their minds together, what we can create. Imagine that.
Imagine all the people.
Damn straight.
All right, so that's it.
All right, well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming through, man. Maybe we can do another episode. I don't know.
Yeah, someday.
But yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. We are drunk with Honer right now. And I might have to open up one of those other serial killers. No.
I don't know what that was.
Social media is Drunk with Buds podcast on everywhere, social media wise. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Nope, not yet. But Honer Creations, me, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Yes. I make dumbass videos for dumbass people like me. I'm also a social media guy for Drunk with Buds. So if you're talking to us, you're talking to me. Shouts out to our sponsors, Indiana Whiskey Company and Hop Station Craft Bar. So this is Pista de Trap Flow Maldito Beat Day Trap Rap Boopa Beats on YouTube. Upa, ita, uta, hita, muta, hita, gata, hita, gonna eat the tortilla, ain't gonna love it, my friata, hoda. Yeah, hold up, wait a minute, got this Glock in my cock, and I'm gonna load it up with the stock, going broke, cause I'm not Elon Musk, and he's making everybody pay $8 with Twitter verified. That shit, yeah, man, get lit with it, man, going to Mars, because that's where the stars are, that's where the Mars are, that's where the cars are, that's where my scars are, cause I hide them underneath every single sheet that I got, cause I mean, man, everything I say. Stay sexy.